exactly where, but we're on. Let me find us. Yep. Well, let me do this. There we are. All right. I think we're good.
Are we all set?
We are all set.
So here we are back for another edition of This Fan's View. He's Mario. I'm Carl. And welcome.
Birds.
Welcome, and go Birds.
Yep. Uh-oh. Hold on. Why is this not working? It looks like... Is it working? All right. Can you guys see us? I don't know if it's the internet here or my laptop, but it just keeps on saying...
We got a technical glitch already?
Yeah. Let me go see what's going on here. It says it was interrupted. Hold on. I'll have to do this again. No, it looks like it's working. Okay. All right. If the video stops, let us know. I'll try to fix it.
So if you're just joining us, welcome back to another edition of This Fan's View. He's Mario, I'm Carl, and we got a lot to go over this week. The boys are back from London, and what'd you think of that whole trip?
I think it did well for us as a city, because we weren't the ones that got in trouble.
Good point.
Which I'm sure everybody thought that was going to happen. Came back with a win. It was a shaky win, but we came back with a win. And it was the biggest crowd for all the NFL games that they've been over there so far. So I think
85,000 plus.
And it still wasn't sold out, was it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So,
but
yeah, I think it was a good trip.
A good contingent of Eagles fans.
From the sounds of it, we were the dominant force over there.
So that's I guess that's everybody's big comment is that the Eagles fans do travel well.
Yes, they do.
So if anybody out there is watching that went to London, congrats. Hope you had a great time. I know I had a great time following a lot of people.
I did. Yeah, me too. I know people that left Friday to get there the week before and still aren't home yet. I know people that just went for the weekend. So there's a different mix.
Yeah. I was just, we were just commenting, before the show, and there's a gentleman from, and I'll keep him nameless for the sake of, if I don't know if the family knows or whatever, but he extended his trip a day to go to Paris and asked his fiancée to marry him, which I thought was pretty cool. They went over to Paris to the Eiffel Tower, and that's pretty cool stuff.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty
very,
cool
very
stuff.
Cool.
Big Eagles fan, and congrats to them.
Yeah.
They had a super trip because I followed them. I think from Philly International to all the way over. So congrats. But yeah, so the Eagles are their Eagles are in the middle of a bye week now.
Yes.
They got much needed rest. Hopefully heal up some of these injured players.
Yeah, we need some time off.
Everybody needs that. That's what Carson said anyway. That everybody needs a week or so off. So hopefully we can get some of these injured Warriors back and finish up the second half strong.
Yeah.
So today, being the trade deadline day, 4:00 was the end of making trades in the NFL, and there were a few good ones. and our boy Howie came through and got us a big name wide receiver in Golden Tate, which
should not be confused with Golden State like I did.
Yeah, so he's a 30-year-old player that he's won a Super Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks. He signed with Detroit a few years ago as a free agent, so he's got lots of NFL experience.
Yep.
And I think he's going to add a super weapon into Carson Wentz's arsenal.
Well, we talked about before the show. We need more options. So you can't keep throwing and passing to the same guys all the time. So yeah, I think it's a good move. And I don't know much about him, but from what I see everybody saying, it's a good move for us.
Yeah, I just think it gives you some really incredible deep threat, with Alshon Jeffries and Tate and Aguilar, and then you throw Ertz naturally. They're four big weapons right there. So I think hopefully we can match up the running game, get it pretty balanced, so that we can. I'd love to see them go 6-2 in the second half.
That would be nice. So let's talk about the game.
Okay.
What are your thoughts? So we'll go first quarter.
Well, that
it wasn't pretty.
It wasn't pretty. Everybody always remembers the turnovers.
Right.
You know what I mean? The fumble, the interception. Nobody likes to see that.
Right.
But I saw a lot of promising things. I saw the running back Josh Adams, break off some nice runs, sprinkled in with, Wendell Smallwood and Corey, in the mix. So, it looks like we've got that three-headed monster again.
Right.
It's Carson. I think Carson, coming back off the injury, is he trying to do too much?
Yes.
He's forcing some things.
He's definitely trying to force plays, and you saw what the result of that was. It's not good.
Yeah, I think he'll, got to remember he had no spring, he had no exhibition games. He's had no time to, he's just being thrown into live football.
Yeah, and that goes for a lot of the team. A lot of the team didn't have exhibition games. So,
yep.
And you always run the risk of the first few games being shaky.
Yeah, it's could they have been better? Yeah, because you left two wins out on the field.
Right.
But
could they have been worse?
Yeah, they could have been. And so I think moving forward, you take the 4-4. You take the next couple of weeks, week and a half, whatever it is now, and you get ready for a big matchup against the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday night.
So, going forward, with Washington playing the way that they are, where do you see us at the end of the season? Or is it too early to tell?
No, I think it's going to be because you got all these matchups,
right.
These NFC matchups, and those games can go either way.
Yeah.
So you got a three horse race right now. Washington's leading the division. You got the Eagles and the Cowboys. I don't know what's happening up in New York. That's a shame. Because I'm a huge Saquon Barkley fan.
Right.
Being from Penn State. I'd love to see the kid with a better situation there, but that's a whole other story.
True.
So you've got a three-horse race right now.
Yeah, we do have a question. Do you think Sproles would have made a difference?
It's going to take Darren time to get back into the swing. He hasn't played.
Right.
He hasn't played in so long. He didn't play last year. He got hurt, game 1?
Yeah.
I don't know if Sproles is an issue that we need to worry about anymore, because with Golden Tate, he can now be
right.
He now could be that kick return guy as well as a deep threat.
Right.
Mix him into the wide receivers. I see a good combination. Love Darren Sproles. He brought a lot of quality football, to the NFL and to the Eagles for a long time. But I don't see him as being a viable option anymore.
Okay.
I just think, the injuries have beat him up really bad. So
Makes sense.
yeah, I mean, I would have loved to have had a healthy Darren Sproles, because I don't think if you had a healthy Darren Sproles, I don't think you make the Golden Tate.
Right, you don't make that trade.
You don't make that trade.
Right, because we wouldn't. We need it.
I think they're going to use Golden all over the field. So he's going to be the new golden ticket.
Make him work for his money.
There you go. There you go. Any more questions or?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
As they come up, I'll try to get to them all.
So I just think moving forward with the bye week and time off, as Coach was saying, players some are staying around for treatment,
Right.
Others get away for a little bit, and I think it'll do the team a world of good. It's a shame we lost Lane Johnson now for 4 to 6 weeks with an MCL sprain. The offensive line is you need to keep that group together.
Right.
They got to keep Carson clean.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing, the way I see it.
Well, I don't know. I think it's good that we do have the bye week in the middle of the season. Because I know a couple teams either have them late or really early.
Yeah.
I think that would really just screw you up.
Yeah, we kind of lucked out, and
Yeah.
I'm really happy. Things are where they're at. That we came home with the W.
Right.
They're 4-4, and let's move forward. And you've added a nice piece today, and you get a couple of healthy bodies back, and start pounding the division.
Sounds good.
So
All right. Okay, Joe Stinger says it's going to be a little tough to replace Lane Johnson.
it's going to be a big problem, but I think they've got some interchangeable parts on the front line, and I just think we did it last year with Jason Peters being out,
Right.
and I think we can do it again. They got some big horses up there. They got some big bodies.
Nothing is impossible.
Nothing's impossible. So
Unless you're
hello to
Giants.
our spring training buddy Joe Stinger. Thanks for checking in.
God, I can't wait till spring training.
Somebody sent me a cartoon today about, I think it might have been Joe actually, about so many weeks till Christmas.
Right.
And I think the second half of the cartoon was how many weeks till spring training. that was more important, and I got to agree.
Thanks, Joe. He gave us a compliment.
Did he?
Yeah. He said you're doing a good job. I'm just fodder.
So here we are, and let's talk a little Flyers. Well, that's the end of that conversation.
You said a little Flyers. So, okay. So, they're not doing well. Very obvious they're not doing well. And I've been seeing reports and comments that Hacksaw's on a very short leash and possibly on borrowed time. So...
You need a comment?
No. Because I know what your comment's going to be. But... so what are your thoughts?
Well, I just think, that this team has got themselves in such a deep rut right now, with just bad matchups, bad line combinations.
Right.
The young defensemen are just leaving the goalie just hung out to dry. They're not a very physical team.
Yep.
You could go through the checklist, and there's so many problems right now that I don't know which one you address first. I know they're going out on the West Coast for a 4-game trip. I sure hope they can find a way to win 2 of them.
Okay.
If they don't at least win 2 of them, I can see some major changes when the team gets back.
Okay. We do have a couple comments here. Actually, Joe, we'll come back to that. I think that's football. Joe Stinger says, every year for the beginning with Hacksaw, I really don't understand this question. They've gotten off to a slow start, but he might be the problem. He is the problem.
Yeah,
I think he is.
I don't understand the slow part process. Being a professional hockey player, you lace up the skates and you come out on the ice.
Right.
You got to be going through walls, and just taking people out, set the tone early. I can remember a couple years ago, a playoff game. Claude Giroux came out and just wiped out Sidney Crosby and just set the tone for the game.
Right.
You just need more of that. You need guys to just get more assertive,
Right.
and take the body. And unfortunately, a lot of the problem, they get behind early, 1-0, 2-0, and then they take dumb penalties.
Right.
And that's a big problem.
Okay.
That's a big problem.
Brian's got a question. I think I know the answer to this one. How many games do you think they need to win on the road for Hacksaw not to lose his job? And we did talk about this just before the game. I believe you said if they come back 2-2, he might be okay.
I think if he, if they show, that they can change things around, and start playing a little bit more physical, and find a way to win, and it's going to be a tough venture to win 2 games out west.
Yeah.
They're those teams out there, they play a completely different style of hockey.
Yeah.
And the Sharks will, although they play the Ducks tonight, the Ducks got some problems as well, but they're going to be home. But the Sharks are, the Sharks should be in the Stanley Cup Finals this year. They're that good.
Wow.
So, but I don't think Hextall is ready to make a coaching move, because in my eyes, he's admitting then at that point that he made a mistake with a college coach.
Yeah, but at that point, do you lose face to save your team, or do you try to save face and have everything just go completely wrong? I mean, to me, that's more of an ego issue,
Right.
than it is, because you're not doing things for the best of the team. You're doing things just so that you don't look bad. Well, you know what? Everybody makes mistakes.
I have to agree with you. And I just don't see this team going through walls. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I don't know what they're coaching. I don't know what the assistants are prepping these guys to do. I know Ian LePerrier was one hell of a physical player for his size, and you would think he would try to find somebody on that team that would take that grit over, you know what I mean, and make it happen.
Yep. Shannon says he needs to cut his losses before it's too late, and I agree with you.
I unfortunately, the Sixers are up in Toronto tonight. Speaking of Canada,
And they won last night.
they won last night. They beat Atlanta. It was a nice home win. They're now 4-0 at home.
Right.
0-3 on the road, by the way. So I don't like that matchup.
So as long as they play home, we're good.
I don't like that matchup a little bit. Toronto's pretty good. The point spread tonight is Sixers minus 6.5.
Really?
I don't know what that tells you, but
Well,
if I was a betting man, I'd take the Sixers plus the 6.5.
Right.
Maybe they can find a way to win the game outright. Keep it close to the end, and
If they play like they did last night, I don't think that would be a problem.
well, they had Atlanta figured out from the beginning.
Right.
And Atlanta, they didn't show a whole lot.
No, they didn't.
But
So hopefully,
the Sixers are a young squad. They're a very young squad, and I think they even got younger, this year. So I think it's going to take a while for them. But I just look at Coach Brown, and he's got his guys prepared.
right.
You know what I mean? They're ready to battle every night. They come out. They might turn the ball over a little bit more than we like, but
Right.
they they're young, they're aggressive, and they go at it. You know, and I just wish the Flyers just had that same mentality.
Well, okay, so what do you think the problem is as to why they don't have that mentality?
I wish I had that answer. I really do. I think they wish they had that answer as well.
Yeah.
I just
I guess if it was that easy,
we'd all be a coach. You know, I just think, you know, the college game is a lot different than the pro game, but they just don't have that physical presence.
well, we got Jack and Santa both saying that they have no heart.
Well,
So,
I mean,
and it shows. It does show.
That's, you know, that's huge.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta play with heart. I was never a fan of Claude Giroux getting the C on his jersey from day one.
Right.
I'm still not a fan of it. I just.
Who do you think it should be?
Well, you know, it's unfortunate because I just think at this late stage of where he's at with the Flyers, I'm a huge Wayne Simmons fan.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan. I just think he should be seeing more quality ice time. You know, he can do more things. He's a more physical player. I'm not saying he should have been the captain, but I don't know. I don't know that Claude was ever the right choice.
Okay. Do you think Josh Adams has shown enough to get more reps?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do. As long as he's healthy and he can hang on to the football, I think the combination of him and Wendell Smallwood and Corey Clement can get it done. They can get it done. Coach has to figure out the balance,
Right.
you know, of run pass, because I know he's a pass happy coach. You know what I mean? He's got, you know, the big arm in Carson Wentz, and
Right.
now you're loading up the wide receiver box. So
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Well, can you read that? Because it's kind of long. Snyder was the heart.
Oh, no doubt,
So,
Bob.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
no
to-
doubt.
just to be short with it.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Bob Blazik, big hockey guy. You know, he knows the game as well. You know, Ed Snyder would call Hextall into his office and say, "Hey, what do we need to do? Here's the checkbook.
Yeah.
Here's the checkbook. Let's get this done." I know Hexy's been trying to, get the payroll down and, get some of these big contracts off the books. But you can't, every year you can't have this McDonald guy killing you, and he's making $1 bazillion.
Right.
And, it's just a shame, that you can't do in hockey what they've done in basketball.
Right.
Where you just trade these guys for all these number 2 picks.
Yeah.
You just can't do it in hockey, or you don't want to, because you got to keep the fan base somewhat happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at least let them think that you're trying to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
But-
I agree with that statement right there. If Snyder was alive, Hacksaw would have been fired by now.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that. Hexy's trying to give it the patient approach. I think he's into his 5th year now. I know the goalie's a big issue. Is gonna be a big issue until we get the young Carter Hart,
Right.
in goal up here. But now we're carrying 3 goalies every night. So I just, I mean.
We do have a Tampa Bay fan watching, by the way.
All right, okay.
So.
Who is it?
Welcome, Samantha.
Ah, Sam from Tampa. Yeah. Well, how's your Bucks doing? She's a big. Well, she gave me a ton of crap. When the Eagles went down to Tampa and we lost. We lost, and I had to hear about it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from her since. Tampa's not doing well.
Fitzmagic.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah.
He's back.
Yep.
They should have never taken him out. They should have never taken him out for that Winston guy.
Oh God. So, all right. Real quick, just want to congratulate Boston.
The Red Sox.
Since we didn't talk about it last one, we'll talk about it now. I'm glad they won.
Okay.
I'm a big Boston fan.
Well, funny you bring that up. Did you know they won the World Series in 04, 07,
I know.
13, and 18?
I know. They got a good team.
What's the next subject? Nah, seriously. They got to... I mean, if you're building a squad... I mean, Houston last year, the Red Sox this year.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a core group of 4 or 5, homegrown talent.
Yeah, they.
Mixed in, sprinkled in. I think the key to them was signing J.D. Martinez. You know, and he just came in and just solidified power. And when he wasn't playing the outfield, he was a designated hitter. And Alex Cora did a phenomenal job. He was the bench coach with Houston last year.
Okay.
So kudos to the Red Sox.
Yeah.
The parade's tomorrow. I don't really care. Do you?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, not
I
at
thought
all.
maybe you were flying up to Boston
No.
for the parade or something.
No, I can't. Tomorrow's my sister's birthday.
Oh,
So I
that's
have to
right.
be
That's
here
why
for
we're here Tuesday night instead of Wednesday
right.
night.
We moved the show just for her.
Just for
and not just for her.
okay.
Um,
It's the little
little guy.
It's the little guy.
yeah, he's it's his first Halloween.
There
so.
you go. Do you have any ideas what he's getting dressed up as?
Actually, both of his one grandmother and great grandmother are watching. So, hi.
Thank
no,
you.
I have no idea what he's going to be.
Okay.
We're not allowed to be told.
Okay.
It's going to be a surprise tomorrow.
All right. Very cool.
But he's just so damn cute.
If he wants to borrow my, my eye black and my bucket,
He
you
might
know what I mean?
fit inside that. I'm not sure. Although he's a big boy, so he may not.
But
So.
happy birthday, happy birthday to Lisa.
My sister Lisa. Yes.
Happy birthday, 29.
Yes.
29.
Yeah, 29. So, and
Buy her a Cosmo on me. But yeah, so that's I mean the Red Sox are they're there. They're going to be there for a while. I pity the Yankees because the Yankees are going to be chasing them for a while.
I know.
So the Yankee fans are going to be upset. But
Joe Albies talking about that now because he's a Yankees fan.
all right, so,
Sorry, Joe.
they got to get some pitching. The Yankees get some pitching, and they got plenty of offense.
Yeah.
They got plenty of offense. They need pitching help real bad.
So, and for the record, you talked about it for longer than I wanted to.
The Red Sox?
Yes. I just wanted to congratulate them. That was it. We made a little comment because I got crap for not talking about baseball at all other than Phillies.
No, we're going to talk more baseball.
Okay, let's talk more
Because
baseball.
we need to send out
Vibes?
good vibes, good everything for our guy Chase Utley.
Yeah, Chase.
We got he was Mr. Philadelphia for
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah.
I mean the biggest dirtball.
Baseball is going to miss him.
Baseball's going to
Absolutely,
miss
baseball's
him.
gonna miss him.
He's been a leader on and off the field.
Yes, he has.
Class act. Just an unbelievable. I hope he stays in the game some way, shape, or form.
I can't see him not. I can't see him just walking away from it and not doing anything with it. He loves the game too much.
But if that's going to happen, it's got to happen right away.
Right.
It's got to happen like now. Somebody has to say, Chase, we need you to keep the uniform on. You know what I mean? And we need you in our organization and make your way.
So let's trade Kapler
Well,
for Utley.
if we can get permission, we just fire Kapler.
Right.
We just fire him.
Fire Kapler.
Just fire him.
What do you think? Fire Kapler and get Utley? Let's start a poll.
Hey,
We'll get a petition up.
Chase has done so much good for the Phillies organization, and I know he's got close ties, with the organization.
Does he like it here though?
He's a West Coast guy.
Right.
The family's West Coast. UCLA.
Yeah.
By the way, Chip Kelly just won his first game at UCLA.
Who?
Chip Kelly.
Who?
Chip Kelly.
Who?
So anyway, kudos to Chase. You took the uniform off. I saw the interview. They asked him what he was going to miss most, and he said nothing. He said, I left it all out there. He said, I left nothing out there. Did you see the night, I guess it was the last game, he's out there taking batting practice in fielding practice.
Yeah.
As if he was playing in the game. He went through the whole routine.
Because he's that guy.
He's that guy.
You know?
Chase.
He is that guy. So
how over the course of being a player in Philadelphia, how many kids got named Chase because of Chase Utley?
I know of at least
quite a few, right?
At least 5, and I know of at least 4 pets that got named Chase because of him.
Well, the lady who does our banners for the windows,
right?
Her dog is named Utley.
That's funny.
So, I think I have that story right.
Question: You think Chase is a Hall of Famer?
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah,
absolutely, I do.
But when? How long do you think it's going to take?
He's not going to be an automatic.
Right.
I don't think he's going to be an automatic, but I think
Is he on the Wall of Fame yet?
No, you have to be out 5 years. So
okay.
That's the criteria.
So we're looking 2023 for Wall of Fame for us, and then later for.
I mean, he's just. I mean, baseball. Just that you think of Chase Utley.
Yes.
You just think of Chase Utley.
Absolutely.
He's been an All-Star. He's been, he's won the World Series. He's just that guy. And I just think he belongs in the Hall of Fame. I'm sure there's a lot of people who don't agree.
I think there are people, at least some of the people that I've talked to about it, think he should be, but won't get in for one reason or another. But then you are right. There are some people who think he should not be in the Hall of Fame, but I don't know why.
I'd have to, I mean, I guess right out of the boat.
The Sabermetrics, Ray thinks he's definitely going to be a Hall of Famer. So I'm okay with that. I mean, I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. He was one of the best players in the league for a long time.
It's going to be interesting to see, how he falls, when he's eligible.
You're getting crap for not having any Reese's cups in there.
Oh, really? No Reese's?
No Reese's.
Sorry,
Kurt. We got Snickers, got M&M's, we got Twix. And we got Milky Way, so I might be taking some of them home.
There you go.
So, anyway,
so with all that went on today, and it started off pretty early this morning. Word came out that there was no more Wing Bowl.
Yes,
Wing Bowl has ended after 26 years,
and that sucks.
Thoughts?
I liked Wing Bowl. I've been to a couple of them. Now, granted, the crowd can get out of hand.
Isn't that part of it?
To a point, but to the point where they cause damage and people get arrested, no. But that's Philly.
That happens at regular Eagles.
I was going to say that's Philly, so you should be used to it. But my cousin's giving you crap because you don't have any Baby Ruths in there.
Hey, look, it's our third show.
It's our third show. Kim, come on.
And
it's the first one that you're watching. So.
And we have no sponsors.
That's
this
right.
is all out of pocket. This is all out of pocket, all of this.
Oh, God. But, I mean, did they say why they're not doing it anymore? They just think it's run its course?
Yes.
Okay.
The Eagles won the Super Bowl, and they want to go out on that high note.
I don't disagree with that.
Personally, I think that's BS.
It is. I'm saying I don't disagree with it because if you're going to stop it, then stop it the year after they win the Super Bowl. I get that.
I read a lot of articles today, and somebody made the comment that there's new ownership at the radio station.
Oh, and they don't want it?
And they possibly could have put the kibosh on it.
Because
every year, the lawyers get more and more involved.
I'm reading some more comments. Brian says Costco has a ton of candy. So Brian, if you can get Costco to,
help us out,
then we'll go there and buy candy.
Don't tell Brian that because Saturday he'll show up with he'll wheel in a cart of old Halloween candy.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but that's Saturday.
Okay.
Hey, look, I was just trying to throw
I
out a
know.
little tradition. You know what I mean? It's Halloween. I look like an idiot. You know what I mean? Come on.
Oh, God.
But getting back to the Wing Bowl, so I was there. I was there early on, and then later on when it got moved to the Wells Fargo Center, I was involved with Notorious B.O.B., who's one of the competitive eaters and was part of his entourage. I'm friends with Notorious. Bob Bob won last year.
Yeah, actually, we were talking about him last week, too.
And, I just think, I wonder, and I haven't had a chance to talk with Bob about this, like where this whole eating thing goes.
Right.
Because there's no more Wing Bowl. Does it kind of...
Well, they have other competitions. Is this the only one that he did?
No.
Okay.
He did many.
Okay.
And very successful.
Okay.
Very, very successful. So I'm just curious with the backbone of, the Wing Bowl being...
Right.
Where it's at.
So...
It was like the week before the Super Bowl.
Right.
You led up to it.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, the Eagles fans were so frustrated they needed somewhere to go and get hammered at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And
so
there's the Wing Bowl.
Do you think there's a possibility for somebody to take this over and continue it?
The world's a big copycat business world. You know what I mean? But
yeah. So if we can find somebody that wants to do this,
I mean, they had to take baby steps at the beginning.
Right.
Angelo and
well, the first couple I think were done in the studio, weren't they?
well, yeah. Then it was the Electric Factory.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So they took baby steps at first.
Okay.
Some real, baby steps, not knowing 26 years later they were going to have, a huge. I mean, that had to have made the radio station a lot of money.
Oh, I'm sure.
Sponsorships and,
I'm sure they're getting a lot of backlash from this too. I know some people are happy to see it go because they like the radio station, think that it's run its course and it's played out.
Well, I think Angelo could be near in retirement.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know where his contract is.
Right.
But, I mean, let's face it, he is the voice.
He is.
Whether you like him or you don't.
Yeah. But
so, the day brought a lot. We started off with Wing Bowl getting next.
yes.
You know what I mean? You had the trade deadline day. The Golden Tate's now a Philadelphia Eagle. What's so funny?
No, I'm just read some of the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Are they making fun of not having Baby Bruce and Reese and?
No, there's a little bit of back and forth of who's a fan of Wing Bowl and who's not.
Oh, good.
So,
all right. Okay.
So it's sparking conversation, which is good. So
this leads me to my next little tidbit of nothing.
What?
Favorite Halloween candy?
My favorite Halloween candy is the one that you do not have in there, which is Reese's Cups.
Okay. And
you?
This was, I'm a candy junkie.
Okay.
So
you gotta have a favorite. Whatever one. Is that your favorite, or is just the first one you reached?
I'm a big Snicker guy.
Okay.
But I shouldn't eat any of it.
Right.
Okay. But as I was walking out the door this morning, Sue said, "Here's a bag of candy so you can put out in the store.
Right.
If you have any little trick or treaters.
Mm-hmm.
So I ate half the bag today. So.
Oh God.
But no,
I'm with Jerry. Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah, Reese's is very popular.
We got M&Ms. We got Snickers.
Well, you got the combination of chocolate and peanut butter. Who doesn't like chocolate and peanut butter?
You can't beat that.
It's a phenomenal combination.
Although, have you ever tried chocolate and peanut butter that's not a Reese's?
No.
It tastes completely different.
Yeah, of course it does.
It's not as good.
Of course it does.
So
I'm a big dark chocolate guy.
I love dark chocolate.
I'm a big dark chocolate guy.
Before Reese's, it was the Hershey Special Dark. It's my favorite. Absolutely my favorite. Although now, I think it's Lindt that has the chocolate with, it's dark chocolate with the cayenne pepper in it,
No.
which I love.
So I struck a nerve with this candy thing.
Yes.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
I would have, I would have taken you for a martini guy.
No, martinis. No. Now Manhattans, maybe.
Okay. Manhattans, martinis, they all begin with M.
That's right. Mario.
There you go. So let's the whole Mario thing.
Okay, you're going to go back to that. We talked about this last night.
The Sixer.
Yes.
The new Sixer. Go ahead.
Go
ahead, because I know you'll have fun with it.
Mike Muscala. Mike Muscala, I was watching the game last night, which I don't normally watch Sixers games, but I noticed something.
But you were prepping yourself for
I was
the
prepping
show.
this exactly right.
Okay.
I was.
Here's the lead.
Here's the lead. So I was watching, and he's got the same Super Mario tattoo that I have, which I don't get because I have a reason to have it. He does not. My name is Mario, so I have it. I would show, but I'll post a picture of it later. I took a picture of it before. So
Super Mario Brothers. Maybe he was a big fan
and
of.
you have to be a really big fan to get that tattooed on your body.
You ever see some of these tattoos?
Well, yeah, they are pretty stupid, but I just thought it was funny. And I believe your comment was big white stiff.
You can't say that.
But that was your comment.
It was.
Well, but he actually had a pretty good game last night.
He did.
So, and he helped them win,
but
which was good.
He played for Atlanta previously,
right?
So he
kind of
he had a little.
He
had a little something to say.
Well, it was funny because I saw it, and I'm like, I got to see if what I saw was real. So I'm looking, going, wait a minute. Every picture that I saw of him he had an Atlanta jersey on. I'm like, wait a minute. So it kind of made sense.
So Super Mario, we got one. They got one.
Carl doesn't have any tats. Somebody wants you to show your tats.
I do not have any.
No.
Carl
has none.
I am ink free. I am ink free.
Okay. So do we go for Machado or Harper, or neither?
Well, that was actually one of the things that I had skipped over. So apparently there's a mystery team already in play.
Okay.
Per Scott Boras,
okay,
who is Harper's agent. I didn't know you could start talking to these guys until 5 days after the World Series. But apparently, unless it's just somebody blowing smoke.
It could be a
personally,
tactic.
If I got to choose,
right,
I got to go Harper.
Yes,
I didn't like. I knew of all the many, little things that he can be, and he just showed it to the world in the playoffs and the World Series.
Okay,
that's just
an ass?
ignorant. That's just ignorant.
He's an ass.
That's just ignorant.
Yeah,
I don't appreciate it. That's not. You're going to play baseball, play it the right way.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're going to take a guy out at second base, take him out on a hard slide.
Right.
Whether you're within, the rules or not. If you want to take him out hard.
Right.
I just wasn't a fan of the cheap stuff.
So I think he might classify as a bigger ass than Harper. Because Harper doesn't do anything to be an ass on the field.
Right.
It's just his mouth.
And where does that come from? Is he
bad upbringing?
Is he who and what is he defending? You know what I mean? He's too good.
There's a lot of comments I can make which are not.
He's too good of a
family.
baseball. He's too good of a baseball player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, he can hit. He can field. He can hit for average.
Right.
I mean, he had a great second half.
Yep.
He showed his power in the home run derby. I can't imagine. I mean, he probably could hit 50 home runs at Citizens Bank Park.
Yeah. Although, would Harper come here? Because, he's afraid of getting hit with batteries when he walks out in the field.
Come on. They only throw them at Santa.
No, that's snowballs.
Oh, snowballs. But they weren't batteries packed inside the snowballs?
No.
Oh. Well, anyway. Why does Philly get such a bad rap all the time?
I don't know. We are the stepchildren, I guess.
But I like the nucleus of if you're going to sign Harper.
Right.
With Harper, Hoskins, and Santana. 3 very powerful bats.
Yep.
There's your power.
J.D. Drew was the battery guy. I thought that was Harper.
Is that what it was? JD
Yeah.
Drew? Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that was bad. He was bad from get go. I mean, that just never worked out
Well,
for anybody. Didn't work out for anybody. But no, I think Harper. I mean, first and foremost, if we could put a trade together for Trout, but I don't see that happening. Anaheim's not going to let him go.
no, they're gonna give him whatever he wants.
You know, unless you're willing to package up everybody on the Phillies and start with with Trout and
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have a bunch of minor leaguers at that point.
Yep.
But
So
that next show, we could possibly know, because I think this Harper thing's going to happen pretty quick.
well, okay.
That's the impression I'm getting.
Is his contract up now?
5 days.
Okay, so he's up. So you know somebody's going to snatch him up.
5 days after the World Series, all of your free agents are.
Okay,
They're up.
So that ended what, Sunday?
Yes.
All right, so we got Friday. So look for something Friday.
I just think, there's a lot. The team that signs him is going to want to be able to market him right away.
Right.
Get the jerseys made so they can sell them for Christmas and the holidays. They want to get them out there.
Yep.
They want to get them acclimated with their his new team.
Yeah.
And build a potential, because if it is the Phillies, you look at the trickle down. Where does he play?
Right.
Does he play right field? Does he play center field? Does he play left field? Chances are he's going to be your center fielder.
Okay.
That's my take. So that automatically takes 37 off the field, which is Odubel Herrera. For those who,
from what I'm seeing, that's a lot of happiness right there.
So you've got to package a trade to get rid of Odubel.
Right.
And you could put a nice little package together and possibly get a number 3 or number 4 starter.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't be a bad thing.
Jerry thinks if whoever signs him is going to have an increase in season ticket sales.
Oh, immediately.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Absolutely. For as much as he will be loved here in Philadelphia, because when you put on the pinstripes, it's automatic.
Yeah.
It's automatic.
Yep.
And the same thing will happen with Manny if it happens to be Manny. You know what I mean? It will be accepted, and he will be loved until
he does something.
He runs it.
Right.
He doesn't run out the first ball. You know what I mean? Or he does something totally asinine. So
again, somebody wants to trade Odubel for the Eagles. The flag? Oh, this flag right here, Chris. All right.
They want to trade Odubel for.
Last time was the jersey.
Yeah.
But you're getting off cheap with the flag.
Nah, the flag's it's too good. It's
Okay.
got a lot of good juju in it.
Sorry, Chris.
The flag stays up because it's now good juju. So, I'm a man about juju. So,
You don't have any jujubes in here.
you know
They
what?
didn't make that anymore?
I think the last one I ate of those tore out my filling. So, but I think we covered everything. And what you got anything to add?
No. No.
We may or may not be back next week. We'll
We'll be back next week.
We'll be back next week.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Yeah, what's next Wednesday? Yeah, Thursday we have the dinner, so we can't do Thursday.
Dinner at the Italian
Club,
where
yes.
that's the only night I'm allowed to come.
Yes.
Well,
we're working on that. We'll talk about that later.
How long have I known you? We've been working on that for how many years now?
Yeah, but now we actually have somebody in office that's actually going to do something about it.
All right.
So
I get dinner next Thursday.
yes, you do.
We got a show Wednesday.
We got a show Wednesday. So
and,
come.
We'll be talking Philly sports.
Yep. So come back Wednesday, and if you have any questions or comments that you don't want to put in public, you can inbox one of us, and we will answer them.
And we are working on our Facebook page.
We are working on the Facebook page, and we're going to work on a YouTube page also. So all the prior videos will probably be downloaded on there as soon as I can get them done. So
You're a busy man.
I am a busy man.
You're a busy man.
So can't say go Birds because they're off.
Well, let's go Sixers tonight.
Go Sixers.
Up in Toronto.
Go
and
Flyers.
We got the Flyers out in Anaheim at 10:00.
Yep.
So let's go Philly teams.
Yes.
All right.
Go Philly.
Good job, partner.
Thanks, guys.
Good job.
Always.
All right. See you guys.
Oh.